I'm not too happy with is this flimsy luggage cover. I don't know why Ford couldn't have done a better job with it. And look, it's just fallen off my Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Ford Kuga PHEV. In today's video I'm going to do hopefully show you a number of things. First, I'm going to talk about some various likes and dislikes with the car that have come up over the last 1400 miles. Next, I'm going to show you a little bit more about the sunroof operation, and that's been widely requested. Next, I'm going to show you some nighttime images I've taken of the car and some footage I've taken of the car, both externally and internally. And then lastly, I'm going to do a test. I'm going to test the park assist feature in the car that a number of you have requested as well. I'm doing this for the very first time. I haven't looked at a manual. I haven't looked at any literature in relation to how this operates. So you're going to live it with me. I'm going to be quite cautious with the test. I'm going to look for a fairly large space, albeit between two cars, and let's see how we get on. And supposedly, upon identifying the right space, the car will park itself. So without further ado, let's go and find a space and crack on with the test. So my first like area is to do with, as mentioned, the assisted driving features of the car. Two being the lane assist and the steering assist and the adaptive cruise control. The feature that I really like are these red calipers. I think I've had them on a Ford Focus previously, but I just think they look outstanding from behind those wheels and contrasting with the chrome blue on the car as well. Next up, I want to show you these carpets. These carpets are easy to clean, easy to hoover. Now, I've come from a Peugeot 5008 where the carpets are ridiculously hard to clean and hoover, but these are pretty easy. One of the features I dislike in the car, and I think I've mentioned before, are the number of warnings you get from the display and the amount of sounds you get when you start the car. So I'll start the car here, and you get press brake to start, seat belts. What's coming up next? My key active, drive safely, speed limit to 80 miles an hour. I think you get the picture. There's quite a few of those, and they're really starting to annoy me, particularly as they obscure my range at the back of the display there. Yeah, I think Ford could have done a bit better is this luggage cover. It's pretty flimsy. It's just pretty much made of material. There's no board in it, and literally as I just went to start the video just a second ago, it came away from the hooks there, and it's just not right for the car. Another area I have an issue with. Yesterday morning I opened the door to find this plastic piece just right there behind the door latch in the pocket down at the bottom of the door. It literally had just fallen off after someone shutting the door. I've managed to piece it back in, but I'm still not sure it's exactly secure, so it doesn't really bode well for whoever put that piece in. So another minor dislike with the car is when I turn the car off, I get this, which blocks all the information behind it. Now, I'm sure there's a way to turn that off, but I've yet to discover it, so if anybody does, please comment. So it's a particularly hot day in east of England, as you may be able to tell. Sorry about the air conditioning noise, if that's too loud, but it's sorely needed. I'm going to try and find a space on a road which is normally quite quiet and has a number of cars parked along it, so I'm quite confident there should be a space to find where I can conduct a test. So I'm parked just behind a car to the left, and then there's a car in front of that, and between them there's a large enough space. So what it's asked me to do, and what I think I need to do, is press this button down below me here on the center console. You can see now that it's asking me to move forward, and it's indicating that it's going to scan to the left of the car for a space big enough. So it's identified the space, it's asked me to stop, it's now asked me to release the steering wheel, put the car into neutral, release the brake and hold the park button. And it's moving of its own accord. I'm not touching pedals, I'm not touching the steering wheel, I'm continuing to hold the button. How incredible is that? There you have it, guys. That was a really enjoyable test. Worked very well. Gives me a lot of confidence for using that feature in the future. Next up, some sunroof action. So the panoramic sunroof has two roof-mounted over the center console buttons to operate. The first button, nearest the driver, operates the blind. One touch opens the blind to just behind the driver's seat, and a further touch opens it fully to behind the rear seats. The second button, which can also operate the blind, opens the roof firstly to a tilt position, and then with the second touch opens the roof fully, having already retracted the blind if it was previously closed. It's a great feature to have in the car as it brings in so much light. I'm going to end the video there, but first I want to leave you with some nighttime shots of the Kuga I took, and thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like, and I'll see you again on the next video.